Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jimodism, and you are watching Jimodism Total Nerdery channel. Indeed, or back in From the Depth, and I usually do a lot of weapon testing videos, so you might wonder what this is. Well, thing is that I found out that we don't only exert force on ourselves, on the enemy, we also exert force on ourselves when we launch a missile with a harpoon thing. So my brilliant idea was naturally that this means we can make a Podracer. So we're going to make a Podracer. Or we're going to try and make a Podracer. I don't even know if we can make this, because I never tried this before, but god, this was a simple way to get to 2,000 meters altitude. Wow, that's cool. All right. I never needed to launch anything to space before, but now I know that the easiest way to launch something to space might actually be to just have a missile with a harpoon on it. Oh well, anyways. So to make a Podracer, we need some kind of stable-ish platform. And I'm thinking that let's do it out of alloy here, in case we need to be super light. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a little basic platform. And I don't know what we're going to use this Podracer thing for, actually, in the future. I have a little idea, and I'm kind of thinking that we could probably have a Podracer platform that's basically a ship that is just launching, that's just coming in with some nukes and, you know, doing nuke stuff. Because the craft will steer towards the enemy if we have some kind of guidance. We need to make it steer somehow. So I'm guessing that we're just gonna have a... we're going to have a AI craft and just have some... Maybe we need to have some... No, we don't need to have an AI. We just have radar seekers and it should steer itself towards the enemy. We are very slowly falling. But we can build here a little bit for sure. Alright. So I'll just build a little outline of a platform and come back. Right, so I set up a little basic framework here with a very basic AI, a little engine for the rollers and stuff like that, and just some storage. So now we're going to add the main portion of this thing, but before we do that, we're actually going to add some stabilization. Now we are kind of in the R, which is kind of bad. Can we just set this to resting drive, manual control? Thank you. Oh, I need the ion thruster, right. Resting drive, manual control. Thank you. Oh, never mind. Right, might actually suffice to use these. These are jet stabilizers, are very weak, but I think it works for this craft because it's so light. So let's set up this little missile system thing here. So we go there. We have a... we can have it further back. There, and the pile of stuff. And like there, who knows. And we'll just set up some large missiles. Huge is too huge for this thing. But I think large missiles would be great. And then we'll just have a good couple of gantries. They cost the same. Yeah, okay. There we go. Wrong thing. Okay, there we go. And maybe a little hatch. Alright. Then we can see what we can get here. Oh, and we need to have winches on this thing, yeah. No. Like that. Cool. So, what do we have here? Fins might be useful. We need the harpoon block. We don't need to have cable drums, to be honest, because we don't want so many. And of course, fuel tanks. It will live for 40 seconds. It needs to be a little bit longer, to be honest. It has to be a lot longer, actually. Okay, let's have the base of it kind of back here. Whoops. Somewhere like there. And this will be some interesting connections. Right, I moved it around a little bit, so it's now bigger. So there we go, and now we can have one of these. Let's see here. Regulator. Now it lives 80 seconds. That might be enough. So 1 minute is kind of a long time. Should be good indeed. Yeah. And yeah, so I moved back the controller like this, so it looks a little bit funny. But then we can go and get a little cable drum here. And ooh. Now we blocked that engine. Let's not have it there then. Let's have it here then. It might be happier. Very nice. So now we need to uncheck brake cable at max length. Decide range. Set it to maybe 20 is good. Release after 0 seconds. Maybe. We can apply to all. So does this copy? Yes. We can go to this, copy to matching launch pads, and yeah, this might be it. Well, I guess we are, you know, up to try. See what happens. Now we are kind of sinking a little bit, but that's okay. That's more than 20 meters. Oh, lords. Oh yeah, I set them up completely incorrectly. Oh no. Our craft should get split in half by this. Oh no. Right. So it's somewhere about the harpoon. Cable length, it's there. 20. 60 is the smallest thing we can set it to. Okay. So what is this then? Desired range. Set the range which below. Okay, we stop winching. I guess we go to point blank if we're gonna carry nukes. And of course, they should have spawned something already. I feel that we kind of need some kind of hover thing. So we can kind of stay a little bit floaty. So the mass is kind of around here. I don't know, maybe we can just try and set a jet engine there. And set it to be a pusher. Resting drive. Can we just do manual control here? Oh. We maybe need to set up the AI to something more smart here. I set it up to ship, so it shouldn't really do much. Hover movement, possibly. Yeah. What is this? Max pitch roll, reduce forward strafe. Yeah. Okay. So this will be pusher, right? And now our roll and yeah, these are too weak now. Now we need to actually replace them. Let me put some jets here instead. And there we go. Now we set up this to pitchers, set them all to manual control, and we have rollers here. So that should be kind of good. Alright, now is the question. So, let us ride this thing and just launch the missiles. Ooh, oh no. Well, we need a target to fly towards. I don't know why that broke. Well, you can see we're flying solidly 70 meters per second there. So, we're flying backwards, damn it. Oh, yeah, it's because... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Possibly, I actually need to set this up as a... let's see here. The winch block... I don't know, I think you can't. But I'm going to try and see. No, okay. Can you actually put them wherever you want? Missile launch pad. No, you can't. Okay. I'm thinking that perhaps we need to make these backwards and have them backwards launched. So that we kind of launch the missile backwardsly. And if I remember correctly, we need to do that with the reversed launcher. Yes, so we need to switch this around basically to have the winches in the front. Okay then, up to testing. So here we can see the rig, they are now launched backwards, and I've set up some missile ejectors to shoot them out a little bit, and hopefully everything works. So let's just launch these missiles, and they jerk back, and oh no. Oh damn it, that did some serious thump damage. I think we need to... There is a setting, I think. There is some setting here. Ejection elevation, right? Maybe we can set them to an elevation of like 30 degrees maybe? Okay. Let's try again then. It's ready to fire. Okay, good. Like that. Okay, we have a if we have a negative ejection elevation, that would be great. We're going 90 meters per second. It's jerky as hell. 70 meters per second. It seems that he tears asunder the winches a little bit. I wonder if it changes if I like power used for the winch. Like maybe set it to like, I think 50 or something would be enough to drag us closer. Alright. Possibly also we should do the harpoon and set it to a little more, maybe 20 meters more. And of course then we have the ejection elevation. Let's set it to like negative something there. We can try. Okay. And they go... Oh no. Ah. Okay. If I set it to a anti-smooth thing here. Let's set both to 25 and see which way they go. And by the way, if we look inside of this, you can see that I set them up to not be the fast speed either. They are set up to thrust for 72 seconds. So they're kind of a slow haul. I'm thinking to kind of change this and see what happens. Okay, so now they got... I don't know, that was because we were turning, right? Ejection... Maybe like 90 degrees. What happens if we set them to 90? We can check and see what happens. But anyways, we should also set up the different speeds here. So you can see we have a regulator and stuff like that. If we instead have a fuel tank, we'll survive for 40 seconds. If we set the thrust to be slightly kind of like the reload speed. So thrusting will be as long as the reload speed. It should be pretty cool. So 0.7 seconds overlap there. And this should be a... Oh no. Oh no, we got stuck there. You know what? This does not look proper. I am thinking... We have 2 winches, by the way, to kind of be able to use multiple missiles at the same time. So the reload can kind of overlap a little bit. Anyways, let us have more ejectors. Okay, now we're stable. We're just... Oh no. Oh, okay. It's because of the ejection sideways. That's the issue. Okay, set that to snow elevation. Yeah. Maybe they go down. So maybe we need to set them to like positive 70 degrees, and maybe they'll just jump up there. Who knows? Okay, so here we have it. Let's see if it works now. Oh yeah, they got up there, and then we're just diving upwards a little bit. No, okay, too much. Because now we're dead in the water. But it kind of, the principle worked pretty well. So elevation degrees should be 30. We'll leave it open upwards. And it could probably be quite nice. I must say I'm very surprised that this even kind of works. We could actually do a Podracer thing with water torpedoes. Probably. Like that. Whoosh. And oh no. You go down. Okay, damn it. This is hard. Maybe it is the elevation angles should actually be... Let's see what happens if we set them to negative 30. It might solve it. Who knows. I kind of realized that we get in the water sometimes no matter what we do. So I'm kind of thinking that let's set these thrusters to actually be like iron thrusters, because we don't need to have the extra power. It's okay, they're a little bit more expensive. Oh no. Manual control pictures. Picture, okay, no materials. And if we set this as a picture too, oh no, like that. Pusher. Look. Can we get... we can't really get out of the water with this, can we? It's too weak. No, that's a little bit sad. But... Whoops. Let's do like this then. The mass is kind of there. If we remove that, we go to... R... And just have like that. Manual control, pusher preset. Is there some spread to neighbors? And there it is. Okay, like this. That should be absolutely fine. How expensive Orny? 22,000, that's a lot. Well, anyways. One down there, okay. Wow. 122 meters per second. This is kind of fast. Yeah, I think this is a kind of good missile. This is probably a kind of good delivery system for nukes, probably. Wow. They can, of course, shoot down our missiles, and then we'll be very sad. But, yeah, that's another problem. I'm just happy we kind of made this work, but... Oh no. We definitely have an altitude problem. Because we don't have anything that drags us down again. And I notice, I think this is kind of in some... Because I'm playing beta or something. But it seems that the... whoops. Turn on... No. No, what the hell was that? Manual, thank you. Pusher. I think that... There is something about the beta that does it so. Wait. No! I accidentally clicked something. And now everything is messed up. Ugh. Anyways, it seems that thrusters can no longer go reverse. They could do that before, but now they can't, so that's a little bit annoying. Okay. Roller. Wow, that's an annoying, really annoying button, because the automatic control generally just sucks so much. I don't understand why it's kind of default. I mean, it kind of sometimes works, but a lot of the time it just does not work. It's awful. Okay, it's nothing like there. Your manual still. Okay, cool. So we are unfrozen, great. Let us... Oh, before the game crashes, if it would want to do that, let's save this thing as a... what is this thing? Podracer. I wanted to do a Podracer before, but I had some kind of other idea on how to make it, but I never thought this would actually work. Like this method of doing a Podracer, I was very pleasantly surprised. Now both of these broke off though, that's not good. But since we saved this thing, we should be able to do like this. Simple weapons, tactical nuke. Place one down there, one down there. Oops, that wasn't intentional at all. God damn it, I kind of forget how sensitive these are. I don't know, are they super heavy? They're not super heavy. Let's add like 4 of them like this. Now we'll look really scary. And please let me teleport this thing, because naturally we want to sit on this. I'm thinking that this looks like a banned wordcraft, but I'm thinking that probably we can set this up on some pistons going on there, so it kind of doesn't affect our main craft. But just for testing purposes, we are going to save this thing and see what happens if we spawn a traditional poor marauder. There we go. Oh, and I need to launch them manually still, right? Oh no, come on. Designer mode, repair all, refill everything like that, okay. Okay. It's hard with the ejection. It didn't work to have it. Let's have it positively like that. Okay. Just a few seconds, and now we can reload, and then we can click. Plop. Like that, and the missiles... Oh no. They dove into there. Okay. I need to find exactly what setting I need to have to launch them properly. Okay, let's try -5 and -5. So, put up, go out of this and launch. That was probably just luck, but oh lords. Damn, we need to watch this in slow motion. And now it comes. Don't tell me it will miss. Come on. Oh yes, it hit. Beautiful. Wow, amazing. Designer mode. Repair all. Okay, great. Wow. Now I just need to do whatever to actually set this up in a way that kind of, you know, works properly. Will they kind of... They're not destroyed, they're kind of attached if we connect on, right? So missile winch, power used. Maybe it works, who knows. Let's spawn a bigger craft and see if it works better. crossbones, but I'm kind of worried about their air defense systems. We might get some trouble. And there we go. We're flying steadily towards the enemy. Oh lords. Oh no! They hit us. Well, that was kind of expected, I suppose. I think that... I don't know. If we don't reach the enemy... Oh no. Okay. Well then. I guess we have to try and turn on God mode. Possibly that will help us. But I'm very unsure what will happen to, I don't know, us in general. But anyways, let's just warp to this thing. Refill its materials and stuff like that. And just maybe give it a little... Let's see if it gets out of the water. It does get out of the water. Well, that's fantastic. Then we can just enjoy the ride. Whoosh. Now it goes towards the enemy and whoosh. Winched in and boom. Okay, and now we might temporarily want to... Isn't this kind of pathetic though? Well, I guess we'll have to manually detonate that then. Can I reach it? No, I can't. Never mind. Okay, like this. One. There we go. No? What do you mean? Manually detonated. What do you mean? Thank you. So I need to work a little bit on this, and I'm not very sure about how to set up this AI. Or more rather, like some kind of automatic control. Oh, I think I actually do. We can try that a little bit. Destroy all vehicles. Load the Podracer. Go on there. And right when we have, I think I can do this with some really simple control actually. If I can find it, it's our kinda something that doesn't make a lot of sense because it's not. No, it's under control probably. ACBs. I think I can do this with ACBs. Okay. Condition, we want to have an enemy that's detected. So if we have an enemy, target enemy, range, target range enemy, triggers when enemy vehicle within the range bracket. Okay, good, very nice. If there is an enemy, weapons, missile systems. No, that's wrong. Missile wireless transmitters? No. Weapon systems. Fire. Ah, 9 locks controlled. How? Well, whatever. They're set to fire if we have a missile somewhere. So, let's just save this vehicle. Like that. And we can spawn a little enemy. And we can... Wait, what? Oh no! It detonates the nukes too. Ah, I see. Alright. So, let's do this again then. We could probably... let's see here. Fire within range. So, right. 10 meters. Now we only have these block control. Now we can save this vehicle. Right, like there. And I don't want it to be able to shoot back at me, so let's... Oh! Why? I just spawned this and now it's apparently maybe working. I think we need a higher flight height though. These are a little bit too strong. Okay. And whoa. And oh, and there is one little problem I believe, and that is that we might need to have some kind of thing that's spamming us a little more with this command, like every time, because let's see here. We get up in the air. I also need better pitch control. So I only really need this when we're flying really fast. So if we just add some... Oh, they're launching. They're launching alright every time. That's good. Okay, let's remove that for now. Manual control, picture... Manual control... Picture, thank you. This is kind of interesting though. And of course this AI needs some better detection. We should have... We can just set something basic, wireless snooper. But it's probably not too good range, right? Oh. Now let's see here. It looks like the... I had a -5... A -5 setting before, I think. That was missing. 80 meters, okay. That might have caused some issues there. Let's see here. Do we have the proper speed set up too? Yeah, we do. 30 seconds reload T. They seem to be spamming that alright. Oh, god damn it. Or not. Right, so let me check here again. We could set up some extra thing that kind of reverses it and says if enemies nearby, like don't do anything, but I don't know. Well, let's set up some basic detection on this thing. I think if we just have a radar or something like that. Yeah, a radar should be fantastic. Connector, wireless receiver, and a radar. We need to stop this thing shooting at itself. It's a real problem. It's really unacceptable. Nope. Where's the transmitter though? There it is. Okay, somewhere like there. Maybe the anti-smooth needs to be +5, I don't know. And whatever happened to its damage? That's the reason, okay. Okay, I'm thinking we're getting there. So if we set the minimum altitude to like 80 or something like that, we might crash into the water less often. And that could be really neat. And I noticed this missile seems to be fine. So I think if we set this one to negative on the thing... Oh, no. Now I copied it. Okay, so this should be positive. Then it might work. And now we can actually save this vehicle, right? Thank you. And possibly we might have a working thing now. Who knows? It's possible we can set the length of this line to a little bit longer. But I'm feeling like this is actually a proper concept of a vehicle. I'm sure someone else made it before me, but... Oh, no, okay. That one went anyways. I'm sure someone made it before me, but I'm just quite happy, because in my world I came up with this thing. I never seen it before. No. It gets destroyed though when we kind of hit the enemy. And that's kind of a weird thing. Power used by the winch, decide range, or release, no. And now it's going to do what? I need to kind of check this in slow motion, whatever happens when we get very close. Okay. So there we are. Moving a little bit there, and will it hit? It deals thump damage. I wonder if it's some problem with, like, why does the harpoon not stick? I probably set something up very wrong here. And I know I did it right before because the broadsword has harpoons. Cable length, thrust locking guidance. It can't be the warhead arming delay, can it? Because there are no warheads on this thing. Maybe anyone in the comments knows why my harpoons aren't working. Is it possible that I can't have the harpoons in the middle? Can't I have a radar in front of it? Because I remember I could have that before. But maybe, who knows. Anyways, I forgot if I properly saved this thing, so let's bump this first and save this anyways. No. We have a little bit of trouble. We need more fins probably to be able to hit targets like this close. And whatever are the missiles like? Oh, they bring the craft, come on. Yeah, I'll need to solve this thing with the missiles going on there. So I wonder, is there a good target I can test against, kind of? I can do like this. Let's spawn a crossbones over here. And let's just turn off its AIs from shooting at me. So I can kinda do like this. Well, let's see here. Boom. No, it missed. There we go. Let's see if we can hit this time then. But anyways, we can make a Podracer in from the depth. A proper Podracer with lines like this. It's just a little bit weird thing to set up, but it's definitely a funny concept. I'll be reading your comments as usual if you got some great suggestions. Otherwise, I'll just continue to develop this thing and see if I can make it work somehow in a decent way. Because this thing is... I wouldn't say it's working in a decent way. I'm not even sure if I would say this thing is like working. It's too heavy too. I don't need that many nukes either. We'll probably do enough damage with like one of them. Okay, well, it can get up at least. That's good. Okay, now we can't possibly miss this, can we? Oh, yes, we could. Anyways, it was very fun trying to build this little thing and a very interesting concept, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. We're going to try and see if we can get a nice explosion before the video like ends, but maybe... Oh yes, there we have it, there we have it. Bam! That was... Okay, that will be it. Anyways, see you next time. This is Jimodism signing out.